What's going on, guys? How you doing? Christian, Ginger, Optimus. Let's get right into it. Obviously, yesterday we had everything bullish. Everything was set up. What's up, Arden? Everything was set up. All-time highs this morning. Huge gap up, and then bears just took over all day. That was a disgusting daily candles all across the board. Inverse head and shoulder turned into a big middle finger, but yeah, so we gapped up this morning. We had all-time highs, I believe. What was all-time? 473.54. So we did not have all-time highs, I guess. Unless TradingView's tripping. TradingView does show wrong information sometimes. What's up, Gravinder? And it was a perfect setup. I'm not going to lie. Look, left shoulder, head, shoulder, and break up. But Bears just stepped on the gas this morning. What's up, Yash, Andrew, Mo? Everyone on Twitter was getting super bullish yesterday, which I didn't like at all. If anyone told you this kind of sell was coming, they were lying to you. No one knew this was coming. What's up, Mo? And I mean, down almost 1% on SPY after ripping almost 2% from yesterday's low to today's gap up. No one knew that was going to happen, but it is what it is. And now we adjust. Tomorrow is OPEX. We can still turn this all around. If OPEX is super bullish, Monday can still be bullish till the end of the year. I'm not saying it's over. But today, the action showed me that's not consolidation. That's sellers stepping on the gas there. SPY, just a clear downtrend all day. Super clear. No bounces held. Nothing really mattered. At the end of the day there, we got a pretty big bounce. You could have scalped some calls there. But again, it's only for scalping. Swing trading right now is a mess. You can't hold stuff overnight. It's very tough. What's up? Yeah, you guys see it. It's just down. It's just lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Just all the way down all day. And QQQ, much of the same. Tech led the way down. In the morning, Tech was absolutely dumping while XLF was trying to hold us up. So XLF was going straight up while QQQ was going straight down. That's the only reason SPY didn't just collapse right off the open. So that was the tricky part there. I don't know why banks are going up. They're not hiking the rates until next year, but money started flowing into financials. So in the morning, financials were strong. We kind of triple topped here, if you guys see it. The high of the day was touched almost 3 times exactly and then pulled back. And then we went and tried for it again, lower high and then lower low. So that's when the market really started diving here and here, because XLF could not take out the high of the day like we were mentioning in the chat today. IWM, we took the puts this morning, I think right at here, and we sold them for like 25-30%. All we really had to do on IWM was just take puts here, sell them when we're up like 20-25%, wait till it bounced back up, sell them when it's down 20-25%, wait for the bounce again, sell them. So that's literally all we had to do today. We would have made a lot of money. But obviously no one was expecting just a straight down day, right? We got oversold here. We were expecting a bounce, oversold here, expecting a bounce. Like nothing changed since yesterday. It was just a big FU from the Bears to the Bulls today. ES, my levels here, we had 46.93, 46.90 area. So right in the morning, we diced right through the 47.08, 47.10 level. We held support on this 46.93, sucked in more bulls here, especially because we got back over the first support, and then we just broke down again. Held it for a little while, then broke down again. Held it for a little while, broke down again. Just dangled with it a little bit, and then broke down again. Came all the way to 46.50. 46.50 is a big area here if you zoom out. It's been an area for a long time. I know I have a lot of lines on there, but every day the lines change. So 46.50 has been there for a long time. If you look on the daily here on December 14 and 15, that was the low. That's where it stopped. It did go below it, but it caught support there is what I'm saying, and that's where we closed above. Today again, we dipped below 46.50, but we closed above it. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Right now it's OPEX. We don't know. Even if it was the most bullish day ever, I would have been cautious going in tomorrow. Right now it was the most bearish day ever. I say most bearish day not because it's down the most percentage-wise, but because of what happened yesterday, and they bring it down like this today. That's super bearish going into OPEX. Obviously tomorrow is a one-day phenomenon. Whether we're up or down tomorrow does not dictate the market. We have to wait till Monday to see clear direction. Just because tomorrow is options expiration. You guys know how many people probably jumped in calls yesterday. Did they sell? I don't know. You know how many people jumped in puts today? Did they sell? I don't know. Tomorrow will tell us who's going to get screwed the most. And then Monday will give us a clear direction into the end of the year. Until Monday, we have no clear direction for swing trades, so scalping it is. And Bitcoin right here, super weak again, just bear flagging again above the 200-day. Let's see if it breaks down. Today it was weak alongside the market. If you guys look, it's almost exactly like the IWM. It's just higher lows, higher highs all day. End of the day there, we did break out and retest. So let's see if Bitcoin gets a little bit of a push. FedEx is today. Okay, let me go. I'll check that in a bit. But yeah, so basically the same pattern as IWM, rip through end of day, back tested, and now do we rip for the rest of the night? It's possible. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin overnight. Microsoft. So it's not often you get to see candles like this on Microsoft. Look at this red candle. It's down almost 3% today. Bearish engulfing candle. So red candle. Yesterday, obviously, we ripped because of the Fed. We sold all our calls at close for this exact reason. I thought if they wanted to bring it down, they would have done it overnight. They did not do it overnight. They did a bearish engulfing candle today, which means the high of today was higher than yesterday and the low of today was lower than yesterday. So that's bearish engulfing. And the 50-day moving average is at 324.77 on Microsoft. And if you look at the end of the day, they kick saved that 50-day moving average right here. So 324.77 was the 50-day moving average. You can draw a little line here. And they did not let it close below the 50-day moving average. They closed it just above. So they just wanted to paint the candle above the 50-day moving average here. Let's see what happens with Microsoft tomorrow. If we do go up, this is a contender for one of the plays of the day. Microsoft calls. If we hold the 50-day, which is at 247 or 3, what did I say? 324.77. If we hold 324.77 on Microsoft and the trend is up tomorrow just because of OPEX to screw the puts, this one can be a big lotto tomorrow. Watch Microsoft. I'm going to have the options on my watch list. Walmart finally consolidating. So we caught one 100% play, two 100% plays. The third one we sold for around 60%. Today we took lottos. We took a loss of 20%. So bigger picture, 3 plays, almost 260%. Smaller picture, next week's way lost 20% on them. So overall up 140% on my Walmart. Obviously big bounce from 135 all the way to 146.50, and now might need some sideways before we go and test that 152 level again. Right now it's right in the middle, so when does it go? I drew out these lines yesterday. I told you guys it either goes straight up to 152, which is unlikely. The most likely scenario is it goes sideways for 2-3 days, and then it either breaks up to 152 or it breaks back down to 135. So I'm keeping a close eye on Walmart still. I think there is another play there soon. PFE super strong. Obviously we're in puts. I have my reasoning. I could be completely wrong. I mean, this is a breakout from last December, right? I think Ricky was saying it was a 2-decade breakout. I don't know where it's a 2-decade breakout from, but maybe he can explain it in the morning. But on the daily from 2020, we had a very clear top channel kind of thing here. We finally broke above it yesterday, closed above it. Today followed through, all-time highs on PFE. Everything looks bullish. The only thing I'm playing for is it's a little overextended. That's basically it for my puts. On the daily, we usually don't get $5 away from the 8-day moving average. I've never seen PFE $5 above its 8-day moving average without pulling back. And other than that, I mean, the hourly is a little bit extended, if you want to say that. RSI is at 84. So this is not a meme stock. This is a big billions and billions of dollar company. So it's due for a pullback. Do we get it? I don't know. Let's check the monthly for Rickster. I'm not sure what he means by that. Maybe this kind of, I don't know. Oh yeah, it ripped and then retested and then went again. So yeah, it's a bullish pattern on the longer term. I'm only hoping for a small pullback, like a smaller time frame pullback. I'm not waiting for like a collapse to 45. Might work, might not. I mean, the hourly RSI is way up here. Every time the RSI has been up here, look at the dump after it. RSI got way overheated, look at the dump. RSI got way overheated, looking for the dump. RSI got way overheated, dump. Like it's just basically on short-term technicals. Obviously, it can keep running. It's a multi-month breakout, like Ricky said. But just playing in my probability, I do expect a small pullback either tomorrow or Monday. That's the only reason I'm holding them. Like there's no other reason. Like obviously, this is the most bullish chart you can see on an hourly, right? So let's see if we get a little cool off, a little pullback down, retest of this trend line at least. I think we do retest this trend line around 56, and then the 8-day moving average is also at 56. So let's see if we get retested there. What's up, Jay? Thank you, bro. Amazon here, we hit a scalp at the end of the day. I took these for 750, sold them around 1050, 11, whatever. Just small call scalps. I didn't believe Amazon was gonna rip all day into tomorrow. Why didn't I believe that? This is just way too much pullback. Remember what I tell you guys? When we go on a run like this, when we consolidate, you want to see, let's say this is a 100-point move up. Let's just make up numbers, right? Let's say this is a 100-point move up. You don't want to see that consolidate more than 50%. If it's more than 50%, it's usually unhealthy. It's usually sellers stepped on the gas. If it's around 30%, that would be a perfect bear flag. So what I mean is, if it was just these 3 candles consolidating, that would be fine consolidation. That would mean it's probably going to go up. What do I mean by that? It's right here. Big run up. These 5 candles of consolidation, they didn't lose 50% of the value. They didn't go down 50% of the move. They stayed around 20-30% pullback, and then it just showed strength up, right? But these candles right here, if it was just these 3, it would have showed a bull flag, would have gone. But right now, when it starts consolidating back down and giving back 50 or 60 or 70% of that move up, that means that's not healthy consolidation. That means sellers took over control. And right now, Amazon's just kind of in no man's land. Tomorrow, there will probably be a play on Amazon, a big play, only because of OPEX, not because of where the chart is, but options expiration. And I'm sure a lot of people that got short over here, they're still short. Like, they have no reason to cover. They didn't even get back near their option prices. And there's a lot of people still short this market. As you guys seen today with the sell-off, it just kept going down. And you guys can see it on VIX as well. Just a big spike here. So VIX is back above 20. VIX is bears are in control. Under 20, we can rally. Right now, we're just compressing. Like I told you guys yesterday, VIX tends to do that. It tends to make big pops, then compress, and then go higher. So if this is a higher low, this is what you have to watch still. We're still in a daily uptrend for the VIX, which is in favor of the bears. If you guys see here, this is a low on the daily, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high. And now if this is the daily higher low, that means we can go up and break this 35.32. So just be aware, be ready for anything. We are changing the trend on the VIX. Unless we go down and break this low over here of 16 bucks, if we get under $16, then the VIX, then the market can rally. But as long as it's above 16, we're just forming a higher daily low. And they're changing the trend back in the favor of the bulls on the VIX, which means the market comes down. Apple here, one of the big reasons I sold a bunch of those call positions at the end of the day was because Apple took out yesterday's low. So I've been talking about this channel for a while now, guys. This channel is very clear. It's been the channel for weeks and weeks. It's clear on the weekly here. It just wicked above for a couple days, came right back down. Wicked above, came back down. Broke out, closed on top. It's very much like the PFE. We came back down and we actually retested it perfectly yesterday. So if you look at the chart from yesterday, from Powell, we came down, we retested the channel exactly 2 days ago. Yesterday, we came down and we retested it again. Big bullish move after that. And today, bearish engulfing. When you start seeing bearish engulfing candles on big tech, that's when you know SPY was down for the day. So Apple, does it hold here? It did close above 172. So if you zoom in a little bit, 172 area was the trend line. 5-minute charts, it's not very accurate. It looked like they tried to save it at the end of the day. But again, on the daily, we have to hold above this. If we go back inside this channel here on Apple, there's a lot more downside possible. We can consolidate for a month and go back down to the bottom of the channel. So just keep that in mind. SE, nicest bounce at the end of the day that I've seen. We went from 207.50 all the way to 216 just about. Yeah, so about an $8 bounce. You could have probably caught like 75, 100% on options if you caught this bottom. That's why I love scalping SE. It's very easy. The options move just almost like Amazon. Nothing moves like Amazon, but almost like Amazon. Nice little bounce here. Could close. Daily is just absolutely disgusting. People, we thought the bottom was in yesterday after Powell's good talk. They completely canceled that theory. Gave us a bearish engulfing on the daily. This is super bearish from the top to the bottom. It's just bearish. I mean, there's no sign of a reversal yet. We are oversold on all time frames. Again, oversold doesn't mean that we have to bounce, but we will eventually bounce. It's a great company, right? We gave back almost all the gains for the year, I believe, on SE. Last December, SE was around 200 bucks. So we erased almost all the gains from this year on SE already. That is insane, and it's like one of the strongest companies in the stock market. I'm never selling my equity. I will add on eventually. I'm just waiting for something to change, narrative to change. But for right now, Monday is when we'll know what the short-term trend is. Right now, you cannot guess because yesterday was just a pump off Powell because I believe we priced in what he said already. That's why we pumped. Today, they took it all back. So we don't know who wins this fight, bears or bulls. Tomorrow is OPEX. We still won't decide because that's just about options expiration. And Monday will be when we know. Tesla, huge bearish engulfing as well. 910 gap fill, everyone knows about it. Just ugly chart in the middle of nowhere. Scalping could be fun, but I mean, even if you took calls, like I know Bookie hit calls a bunch of times. These bounces are like very tricky, like 3 candles up and then down again, 3 candles up, down again. Just like it's tricky. I'd rather just buy puts over here and try to catch that big move. So right now, bears are in control. I like puts better than calls. I just feel like we can get more follow through on them. D-Dog did not make a bearish engulfing. We did not break yesterday's low. So that's notable. On most of the charts we just looked at right now, we took out yesterday's low. We took out yesterday's high and then we closed below yesterday's low. D-Dog held up. Tomorrow there's additions to the NASDAQ and the IWM. And that's the only reason I'm holding the calls for next week. Other than that, I would have stopped out for like a 20% loss. But we have additions tomorrow. That's the only thing I'm hoping on. On D-Dog, it is still an inverse head and shoulders pattern. We still can go and test 183, 185 area. And let's see what happens tomorrow. The only thing that can tell you about D-Dog, Airbnb, Lucid, ZS, Pan W is tomorrow's action. So we have to wait till they add it, see if we get some big buying tomorrow. It might not be in the morning. It might not be during the day. They might do it right at the close because they're probably trying to get in this as cheap as possible. Just my guess, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I have D-Dog. I have Airbnb Lite for January. I did not add to that position yet because the chart is so disgusting. Like this is even grosser than D-Dog, right? It's just been dumping for like 8 days in a row, and it has the Omicron headline risk. So Airbnb, I'm waiting for a while, but D-Dog, I am still holding next week's position. Uber, nice little rip after hours, back up to 38. I did see some flow in this one that I liked. It looks like it's forming a little W bottom. Again, it did not take out yesterday's low. So if you're bullish for tomorrow, the first thing I suggest you to do is find the stocks that you like that did not take out yesterday's lows, because that shows relative strength. Uber did not take out yesterday's lows. Airbnb clearly took out yesterday's lows with momentum. D-Dog didn't take out yesterday's lows. Tesla did. Tesla took it out. SE took it out. Amazon took it out. Oh no, Amazon didn't even take it out either. So Amazon, watch Amazon, D-Dog, and Uber for tomorrow so far. And just do your own homework. Whatever tickers you like, go look for them. Look for relative strength. Nvidia down almost 7% in a day is just a big red flag to me. This is one of the best companies in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion company in my opinion in a few years, and down 7% in a day is no bueno. All the chips will be down. You can look at Nvidia's chart and you can just tell what AMD did today, down 5.3%. You can tell what LRCX did today, down 3.73. You can see TSM, same thing. It's the same bars all over them. And these are, oh, I already did. These are like market leaders, right? Everyone needs chips. All tech needs chips. And ASML actually put in a bearish engulfing candlestick here, so that's no good. And it lost yesterday's low. So what I suggest for you tomorrow is, today was a really down day. Don't expect tomorrow to be down or up. It is options expiration. We have to see the open interest. Who is going to get screwed the most tomorrow? If there's more people in puts tomorrow, they'll rip it. If there's more people in calls tomorrow, they'll dump it. And OPEX is very tricky. Be careful. Play light if you want to play, and we won't know the trend until Monday. Thank you guys for attending. I'll see you tomorrow.